About 4,500 participants made it out to this year's annual Butte to Butte. Good evening, I'm Jessica Devis in for Renee.
And I'm Matt Templeman. And while some records were broken, making that kind of history wasn't everyone's goal this morning. KEZI 9 News reporter Nat Wynn is live in the studio with what pushes people to take part. Nat?
Matt and Jessica, it was a tight race in the 10K men's division with Chris taking first by mere seconds with a time of 30 minutes and 14 seconds. But a record was broken by ALEXI PAPPAS, setting a new goal for future runners in the women's division, beating the previous time by just under a minute at 33 minutes and 12 seconds. While they are obvious winners in this race, many runners were calling today a personal victory too. And with the bang of a gun, they were off. And while this race may have begun at 8 a.m., some journeys started well before then.
Since the past year, we've lost each over 100 pounds, and so we wanted to challenge ourselves this year and participate in our first 10K.
But whether it was your first time or your 34th consecutive time,
my family is still in Sedona. They're not coming back till Sunday, but I cut my trip short to keep my streak alive on this, which is crazy, giving up a vacation in Sedona to come back here and do this.
The Butte to Butte is a community tradition worth taking part in and pushing through.
Once you get to the top of the hill, you're in it. Like, you're knee deep. You've already endured so much of the pain of the race that, like, it's almost like a slap in the face to start with the hill, but like a good one.
So whatever the reason, by crawl, walk, or run,
1879.
folks made their way to the finish line. And while they may not have been number one in the race, achieving their own personal goals was more than enough reason to celebrate.
You know, the goal is for us is really just to get across that finish line and, you know, make it through. So we aren't really looking to, you know, be first place, but, you know, just trying to improve our lifestyle overall.
Because what better way to honor Independence Day than to challenge yourself and succeed? And while tradition is important, organizers say they try to change things up here and there. This year, that meant pizza at the finish line and free rides for anyone and everyone on LTD anywhere they need to go during this 4th of July holiday. Live in studio, Nat Wynn, KEZI 9 News.